I've just been struggling a lot lately, health wise and stuff. So got a bit of bad news. Well, to be honest, I was expecting it anyway, but I've been vocal anyway. Like because my eye's got amyloid in, which we know about. Yeah, so sorry, forgot what I was talking about then. So I had the radiotherapy in September, mainly because so I've got my eye, I lost sight. It's got a thing called amyloid. So amyloidosis is a protein. Your body produces proteins. This is my understanding of it. Your body produces proteins, but some of the proteins are abnormal and they can't break down. And those proteins attach to organs. But because they can't break down, they start growing. And I don't know if it's a tumor or what, but it causes organ failure. So about 10 years ago, I found it on my back. Maybe longer, maybe about 13. No, it's longer actually. Maybe I've had it about 15 years, I don't know. You should just cut them out because your skin is one giant organ. Who knew? And so the treatment's always been cut them out. And then I hadn't had one for ages. So I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? It's remission or whatever it's called. So fine. But then last year, sinus pain for a week, which is funny enough, coming up. I mean, it's the start of March because it's my birthday, the 8th. So it was right around my birthday that it happened. Lose sight in eye, blah, 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 biopsies, and they find amyloid. Now, amyloid tends to go hand in hand with cancer. So went through a lot of tests. They found some cells in the eye. So it's the conjunctiva. So it's basically the skin on your eye. Oh, I really hate doing that. So I don't know if I can zoom in or not, but you see all the horrible pink shit? Well, it looks awful there. So basically that. And then they gave the radiotherapy. It was a really low dose because don't want to damage the eyeball. I can see now a lot better. It's very fuzzy, but I can see like my face on the screen. I never used to be able to. But I got told it will never be 100%. So anyway, go through radiotherapy. And the thing with amyloid, there's no cure. It gets your internal organs. The death rate's something like 6 months, life expectancy. However, most people who are diagnosed are late in life, 70s. So whenever I go to London, they're really old people. So anyway, I go in and we know it may not work, but the theory was it'd stop growing. We were hoping it'd do that. It never worked. So it killed whatever cancer was in there, but it never worked. So there was the theory then, let's do chemo. Well, let's wait 6 months. Just like, fine. Okay, because radiotherapy can take a while. And this pink shit on my eye was supposed to go. It hasn't grown. So in fact, it's gone thicker, really. Then I had like more lumps appear because I haven't had them for ages. So I had biopsy at Christmas. And I was going to do this on YouTube. I might just get this clip and just put it on YouTube, by the way, just as an explanation of what's happening. But, so, get arm, chest, get the biopsies. In the past, I've always just cut everything out because that was the treatment. So I have to go to a place in London called the National Amyloid Centre. They're the experts. And so I go there. And they basically determine what your treatment is and stuff. So anyway, I might be drowned out by this game user. So I go there anyway, and then right, blah blah blah. But this time though, they say they're not going to cut them out. They're just going to do biopsies in case they miss something. So it's like, okay, fair enough. Because that one on my arm there, that was quite big. So I was expecting like a scar about like an inch. You know what I mean? Because they basically cut in, they open it up like that, they carve it all out, and then they have to fold the skin in. But when you think about it, you have to go, you know what I mean? But it's only a little niggle. But results come back and it's cancer again. It's something called marginal cell lymphoma. But it's slightly different than what's in my eye. Okay, what's that mean? So basically now I'm waiting for chemo. The delay is basically going to be the original plan for chemo. They were going to do that for the amyloid, but with this different cancer now showing up, they're just going to have a conversation about what treatment it is and stuff. So I'm going to keep streaming as long as I can. I just don't know how well I'll be able to do it, guys. I really don't. I was exhausted yesterday, and I don't know if it's just catching up with me. And you know, like mentally, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Because I haven't really reacted. When he was telling me in the hospital, he kept pausing like I was going to cry. I was just like, yeah, you know what? I've been through it all so many times that I'm kind of used to it now. But yeah, so that's an update. There's going to be days where I'm going to try and do it, but I'm just tired. I think working in the office Friday, it was a big week, you know what I mean? Because when you get told this, even if you're not reacting, you can be, it's going to affect you, isn't it? But yesterday I was just wiped out. I think I played the computer for about half an hour. There's no way I was streaming. I just sat there watching Supernatural all day. And even then, like I remember like 9:30. I thought it was about midnight. I was knackered, so I think I was in bed by 10. But yeah, so that's that. But I was gonna make a video of this, but I don't know. I feel it's a bit. I don't know. Is it like, oh, feel sorry for me type thing? I'm fine. I'm tired. Nothing's really changed. The fatigue's always there. I've got horrible night sweats, which are gross, but that's apparently one of the symptoms. I'm not getting the weight loss, which is a bit shit because, you know, could do with losing a few pounds again. But yeah, so nice depressing start to the stream. But you know what, I'll give you all an update and just chat and all that. So obviously there's no one in the stream at the minute. People join late because it's Twitch. I don't really plan these things. I don't really have a schedule, and I think the worst thing is I'm probably not going to have a schedule. One thing, the original plan for the chemo was once a week. It's 3 months, then once every 2 weeks for another 3 months, and then once a month for 18 months because it's a 2-year course. No idea how I'm going to be. I'll probably be taking a lot of time off work. I am worried about the financial costs of that because fortunately we're not in America, that hellhole. We don't have to pay for treatment here, but we do. We pay through taxes. But obviously with work and being out of work, that's going to be a financial payment at some point. So I've got to think about that. But I'm just going to treat it as it goes, you know what I mean? And yeah, if I can, I'll stream. I need to get better at this chat and malarkey because then I can just sit here. I think sitting here and just chatting with the camera on and talking to people, giving them updates, that might be easier than actually, you know, concentrating on being entertaining and playing a game. I'll still make jokes about it and all that. I'm just hoping I don't get hair loss. Because even though, I mean, to be honest, I got up, I was supposed to shower, but I got up late, I needed to go shopping. So it's just a mess. My hair. Just greasy all the time from the sweating. I'm just a gross human being, really, lately. But I'd rather keep me hair. Thank you very much. I don't think I would suit bald. You know what I mean? I'd look like something out of I'd be like a fat war boy, wouldn't I? You know, or Mad Max. But I don't think I've got the right skull. Who knows? It might be the making of me. It might be like, you know, Breaking Bad, Walter White. But I can't grow a proper goatee. So who knows? But yeah, we'll wait and see. I think last time it wasn't the chemo that gives you hair loss because it was supposed to be chemo, antibodies, and steroids. So I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. And I've had like a bit of a shit moan. Somehow, right, my leg was sore. And do you ever like just lift your leg? You know what I mean? You're like, you know what I mean? Just try and like, say it feels locked. So it's like, try and move it. But I was stood next to the oven, and when I've done it, not thinking, I have just knee right into the corner of the oven handle. Hurt like a mother. You know what I mean? I was like that. Rubbing it. That's how I treat things. You rub them. Just stood there, like, and just called myself a stupid twat. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. So I did that. Went out shopping. And then, so I have like a cool bag, you know, for all me meats and me stuff. And it's got the milk in. I took all the meat out, and I'm not thinking, because obviously I'm a bit tired. And the next minute I hear like a bang, and the whole fucking bag of milk has just fell off. And then I'm like, get it in a minute. Putting all the stuff away. Sitting around, there's just a massive puddle of milk on the floor. I was like, this fucking day, man. And I'm a bit worried because things comes in threes, and I've had two. So we'll have to wait and see what the third one's going to be. Probably I'm chatting away and this isn't streaming. Wouldn't that be a kicker? Let's see. I am live. Talking to nobody, as always. One thing I don't get, and I don't know if this is a Twitch thing, but it looks like I am only streaming in 720p, which you've never noticed before, because I have what have I done? When I upload them to YouTube, it comes up as that, you know, like 720, and I thought, it must be like an an export issue, but why it's 720, I don't know. Is it like an affiliate thing? Who knows? But we'll see. All right, let's get into the game, because I've waffled on enough. Even little things, right? So I can just see myself on OBS now. You know, like vanity, right? This has probably been happening a lot longer than I thought, because I remember a few years back, I was at like a family event, and my mum said, "What's wrong with your eye?" She thought I was having a stroke. So that one, it just looks slower, doesn't it? And stuff, but it's like dropping down. So as a vanity, sometimes I just catch myself, I'm like, oh. So, I mean, I need the glasses to see, but I also use them to hide my eye in a stupid trying to do it way. I should get, you know what I did before as well? Fucking hell. So I've got the two big massive shopping bags. So when I come into my building, you walk through the main door, and then there's a door to there on my door. Let me get there. Right, so main door here, right? Then there's a wall, and then there's a door there. So I walk through, I've got two bags. My eye is constantly shut when I'm out because I can't see. I fucking boot that door because I've got the two bags. As I booted it, there's a little girl on the other side you haven't seen about to pull it. And he smashed the friggin' head in. I was like, I'm so sorry I didn't see you there. And then the dad was there, and he's like, yeah, it's all right, mate. And I was just like, oh my God. Just worried that I just start flying. Hey, Buns, thanks for subscribing again. But that could have been the third one. So I've smashed my knee. I've spilt milk. A whole fucking 2-litre bottle, 4 pints. And I near killed a kid. So yeah, that's my day. Yeah. How are you, Buns? I sent you a message on